And we are live. So welcome to everyone's gonna join us now or later on, or gonna watch us after. Today we've got a fun topic that I think it's relevant for everyone who want to start a business. So it's also for if you want to start a business, if you already started a business, and even if you're in your business for 20 years or more, it's still a good thing to do. And the topic today is a branding checklist. So when you start a business, you usually start and you do whatever you think that everyone else is telling you to do, what you saw. No one actually really explain you and guide you what are the different steps that you need to follow and make sure when you start building your brand. And that's exactly what we're going to give you tips now on things that needs to be on a list. And by the way, I have it for download for free, which is a branding checklist with more like information as well on the different things that you need to pay attention to. So you're going to start with the number one.
Yes. So the first one is clarifying your vision. And I think what's been interesting about this is I'm currently working with a client in Germany, and we've been working on vision. And myself and Julia, we do Monday inspirational TV chats, and we're offering a group coaching on vision. So I think vision is something that people don't think about, they don't create. And I think it's kind of like, well, it's exactly the same as getting in your car, wanting to go to Greyton, being someone like me who's got zero sense of direction and hoping you're going to get there, but you have no idea where you're going. That for me is, when you don't have a vision, there's no GPS. That's how I see it.
Also for your clients, potential clients, they want to be related to you. You want to feel they share something for you. If they know your vision, because you know your vision, that will make it easier for them to connect with you. So why not do it, right?
Exactly.
The second thing is to define your niche. And I know we all tend to be everything to everyone because we think that a business is something that everyone can benefit from, everyone can enjoy it, but we keep forgetting that we are not a big company that have a big team that can do so many things on the same time. And even the big companies, Coca-Cola didn't start with all the different brands. They started with one. They started with Coca-Cola. Once they got bigger and bigger, they extended themselves, and then they started to have Coke Zero for this, for different niches. So find your own niche. Really work on a small amount of people, because if you work on a small amount of people, you'll be very accurate, and that means that you can also get better results. So what is it? Like, do you want to reach to 1 million people, but maybe get 1 or 2 clients out of it? Or do you want to reach, for example, for 100 people, but get at least 50 clients out of it? Which one actually is better? And that's why it's important to niche yourself.
I've recently I updated my website, and on there I was saying that I work with people, it can be men or women, but people who are committed to doing the work, wanting to put the work in, very driven, very focused, but just needing some guidance. So I'm not there. I can't motivate you and inspire you, and I can't do any of that. You got to want it, and then we can work together. So absolutely, you've got a niche, because otherwise people will read your website and they won't be clear. Whereas if you read mine, you're very clear about whether or not you resonate with what I'm offering or not. Yeah. Because that ties into the second one, which is defining your target market. And I think, again, the target market, if you just look at the people that you do work with and the people that you do attract, my Shift 1 Degree has been going for just over a year, so it's very baby new. But if I look at, to say yes, mentoring, if I look at other things that I'm involved in, and you can assess when you've been there for a year or longer, there's definitely a certain type of person that is drawn to you, which I think gives you a very good sense of who your target market is.
It is. And again, and they both are connected. Okay. So find your niche, and in that niche, find your target market. Because again, remember, there is a different message. Like, you can tell her the message, you have a one message, but you can tell her it in different ways. And I won't say the same thing for a mom of a newborn baby and to a single female, or to a single guy. It's different messages. Everyone have different pain points. And that's why it's very important to niche yourself and really have a clear definition for a target market. All of this will help you in part of you building your brand. And as I said, for those of you who've joined us now, I do have for free a branding checklist as a PDF file that you can download. So you can check for this, and I'll put it in the comments. And the next one, it's also super important, is your brand identity. Okay, you need to have your own look and feel, your own type of like package to the message, which is all the design that you do. And we need to remember, right, when you buy something, you buy with your eyes as well. And especially with social media, if you look just on Instagram, you have 95 million pictures being uploaded there on a daily basis on average. So you really need to stand out. And again, if you look at the big brands, what's helping them is that they have one certain look and feel, like the V of 9, right? And you can see it everywhere, and they repeat it. They repeat the message, they repeat the look and feel, everything. It's everywhere. So you're just gonna see certain words, you're gonna know it's them. You're just gonna see a certain mark, you know it's them, and that's part of it. So try to decide what's your brand identity, and then everything you build around this.
Yeah, I think what ties into that is your colors, to make sure that you've got the right colors. I mean, for mine, for the one, I've got many different colors, but those colors have each got a different number, and those numbers are very relevant into all the kind of branding. So I think, again, that's very important.
And it's not, by the way, only the colors, okay? So that's your logo, that's your fonts. It's like if you have different symbols that you use, for example, all of it, and you build your language. So think about when you go to the shop, there's a reason why you choose one product on the other. And if it's a new one, a lot of time what's appealing for you is the packaging. So think about it.
Mm-hmm. So the next one is your website and your landing page. And I know this is something that we had like a whole, I think it was last week, all right? Anyway, that we spoke about this. And I think with what's been interesting as I've done more research on the website, because I'm with GoDaddy and I wasn't sure if I should be with them, and I've been phoning other people. And I think also to be mindful, who's hosting your website? Do you have what you need? Is it an overkill? Are you paying too much for what you're actually putting out there? Do you just need a landing site? Like, what is your budget? I think all of those come into play because people want to be able to find you. For me, the most frustrating thing, if I want something, I see it, I like it, and I can't actually get it because I can't find it online or I can't buy it, then you've lost me. Then I'm going to go somewhere else. You don't want to be missioning for something.
And the thing is with that is that that's what you need when you start a brand, okay? You need a place. It can be either a website or either a landing page so people can come and find you and find information about who you are, what's your business all about, and that links to the next one, which is the online presence. That's part of also what's going to help you to build an online presence. So if you want to build your brand, you need to have an online presence. When you look at yourself, when you search for now something, if you want to rent a car, if you want to take insurance, whatever you want, if you look for a certain outfit, you search everything online. And you check those people, companies, you check their business, like Instagram page, Facebook page, whatever they've got, because you want to learn about them. So that's part of how it's going to help you to build your brand. So before I just want
to say quickly with that, like if I come into contact with somebody and I'm thinking about using their services, but they don't have an online presence at all, I absolutely question their credibility. Because at least if you've got videos, if you've got Instagram, you've got Facebook, you've got various things, there's some kind of like CV out there which you can do your research and go, okay, this person's credible or not. You can assess that. Yeah.
Definitely. And it is. It's part of your CV. It's part of your business idea. So you need to have online presence. And before we're going to sum it all up, again, we're reminding you Tuesday at 4:00, we're talking about marketing. Friday at 11:00, it's personal development. So let us know if you have certain topics on your mind. Just share with us because we want to bring you topics that you can actually benefit from. And soon we hopefully to launch our first online book. So stay in touch for this. And yes, if you're going to sum it up, those are the things that you need to have when you're trying to build a brand. So we're going to repeat them now.
So the first one is clarifying your vision.
Define your niche.
Define your target market.
Define your brand identity, your packaging.
Get a website and or a landing page.
And have an online presence, one that actually can attract the people that you're trying to attract.
Just got to say one more thing with that. Even if it's an online presence, there also has to be, like everything in life, there has to be consistency. It can't be like this week, amazing, then nothing for 2 weeks, then something. There has to be consistency. Less is more, but it needs to be consistent. Do you agree?
I fully agree. And even if you don't have the time and the effort, like I must admit that I have it with my YouTube channel, but I'll at least try to find some video to put there. So it won't be like, I'll never get to the 2 weeks gap. Okay. Because that's not good for your channel. That's not good for your stuff. So consistency is super important with the type of content, when you're posting it, where you're posting it, and also unity, you know, make sure that it's all have the same look and feel. If you're going to repeat these things, it's like a brainwash. And that's what the big companies are doing. Why do you think that they're paying so much money for billboards? That's not what's going to bring them sell. That's not how they promote the product. But that's their way to show you, I'm still here. I'm still powerful. I have the money. Come, join, like, see. And that's how they stay in top of mind for you. And that's what you want to be. You want to be in top of mind. So it doesn't matter what your business is about. But when people are thinking about that topic, you'll be there. They will be thinking about you. When a friend will ask them, you will be in their head. And you don't need to be a huge company for that.
Yes.
Cool. So we're going to see you all on Friday. And again, check out the checklist and follow for seeing when our book will be ready for publish.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.